Good afternoon and thanks for joining us right here on Midday Kentucky. I was on the phone this morning, how are we girls?
Doing good, how are you?
To Australia, and I call Australia every morning, and they were saying, oh, how did you enjoy your extra long weekend? In Australia, they have Good Friday off and Easter Monday as well. So they have a 4-day weekend. And I said, well, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
You don't have Easter Sunday,
Nope.
Easter Friday, Good Friday or Easter Monday, which I feel is really strange, considering America is such a religious country. Did you know that we had those extra 2 days off?
I didn't know that Australia had that.
Yeah.
But we're just kind of, I mean, if Easter falls in the, I mean, if it's, sometimes,
well, it would never fall midweek.
Well, it wouldn't, but it would, but what they do sometimes, I mean, I've had jobs that have allowed me to take that extra day off on that Monday, like they made it mandatory for everyone to take that off.
Some places do.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay, but it's not mandatory to have the extra long weekend.
Right.
Yeah.
4 days would be nice, huh?
But I don't think really any of that is mandatory unless you're a government or state employee. Like we still work on Christmas, news goes on,
Well,
or
yeah,
Christmas
news
Eve.
doesn't stop, my
but
dear.
You know what I mean? There's other jobs.
Need you,
I
Katie,
think.
so love.
But I just meant that unless you're a government or state employee, I think like companies can still have work on holidays.
Well, they do Thanksgiving, as we all know. Hey, how was Passover?
Oh, wonderful.
You cooked, you said.
Yes.
Did you cook
Matzo
lots
ball
of
soup.
yummy? Oh, that's all you made?
That's as advanced as I am.
Oh,
But
are you
that's
good
what
at
I
making the
brought.
matzo ball
That's
soup,
good.
though? What about, like, you didn't make the chicken liver or anything like that?
I
Or the
didn't.
little curried eggs?
I did not.
I love all that. If you've
Well,
never
I had it, but I didn't make it.
If you've never been to Passover on a Friday night, it is probably one of my favourite traditions for the Jewish holiday, because I have to say, all the chicken liver, all the egg, and on the challah.
You can't have challah on Passover. It has
On Friday
yeast in
nights
it.
you can.
Yes, but not for Passover.
Not for Passover. Sorry. For Shabbat on Friday nights, I should say. I love that. How was your weekend? You had a romantic weekend, didn't you?
No. It was all cleaning.
It fell apart.
I mean, it was a good weekend. Doug and I got to spend time together and alone without the kids. They went up to Grandma and
Weren't you going
Granddad's.
away for a romantic weekend?
Well, no, that's not going to happen. We actually are moving, so we had
Still?
to clean. Yes, I know. It's like the never-ending process, but it's finally here.
Let me give you the phone number of that Wildcat removing company or
We
something.
wanted to say, well, we did actually, we did use, I think it was Wildcat. It was either Wildcat or Bluegrass, I'm not sure.
Right.
But they did a great job for us. But they moved the bigger stuff. We still have all
Yeah, I
the
could see
small
Doug
stuff.
going up and down the stairs with a lounge on his back.
Oh, his
So far, I should say.
he is beat to the bone. His knees are hurting so bad from this move. I feel so bad for him. So
don't
yeah,
feel bad.
we're going to try it. We're going to try
Look,
to take
if
some
you-
your weekend?
You could hire someone to do the whole thing.
We
That's why
could.
he's beat, because you would think that you wanted to have a spray tan instead of
Oh,
paying
no,
for a
that's
housekeeper.
not true. Yeah, I look real bad.
But how was your weekend?
I went to church yesterday, and on Saturday, what did I do? I don't think I did much, actually. I don't know what I did Saturday now. I think I stayed in the house all day.
I did on Saturday as well. I went to an Easter egg hunt yesterday, an adult Easter
Well, it was
egg hunt.
raining
What?
yesterday.
And I was booking it out there in the mud.
How many did you get?
Well, I went
Did
to
you eat
VJ,
them all?
our weekend anchors,
Oh, yeah.
and
That's
she
across the road from where I live.
she put
you
Easter
notice
eggs out in her yard.
That you didn't invite me, and you're across the road. Like, hello.
Well, I didn't really know she was doing all of this, so Manfriend and I went over, but it was just us. There was no one else there, and they had
VJ
an
wasn't there?
entire spread. VJ and our other coworker Kelsey, but they made the ham, the eggs. They even made challah
Awesome.
French toast, all this stuff.
Did they?
And she had eggs in the yard, and we were like, "Where are the little kids?" And she's like, "It's for you." And I thought, "I'm not doing that." Had a mimosa, and then I thought,
I'm
am
doing this.
that Easter egg.
That's nice.
And it was wonderful.
That's
yeah,
so sweet that she
it
did
was
that
really fun.
for the adults.
Yeah.
Which I was across the road. She could have texted me everywhere. Okay, we want to give you a little bit of good news. Midday Kentucky will be live out at the 43rd Annual Central Kentucky Home and Garden Show, and we would like to see you there. Third caller with this number that we're going to put up on the screen gets one pair of tickets. So that's 2 tickets, 1 phone call, 859-566-3636. Of course, it's all weekend, starting at 2 p.m. this Friday, and we will be there at 12. Unfortunately, it won't be open to the public when we're there at 12. But from 2 till 7 on Friday, Saturday 10 till 7, and Sunday 11 till 5. There it all is there. It's not very expensive to go, everyone.
No, it's awesome too. It's
Yeah,
so
okay.
wonderful.
We're going to have a little bit of fun I think that'd be nice to go down. I've never seen an expo like that here
Really?
yet. Yeah.
Oh, it's
I think gonna
great.
be good.
Love it.
All righty, you ready, everyone? We're going to get into today's topic, and I'm doing a call out for this fantastic couple here in Lexington. We've been madly on Facebook trying to find them. Have we found them yet, Dusty? Our fabulous. We found them.
They haven't confirmed.
Oh, it's okay. Talk up, doll. It's all right. We haven't yet. We're trying to find them. After 50 years of divorce, this Kentucky couple plan to walk the last mile together as they plan to remarry on April 14th. Now, they got married in 1955, divorced after 5 children, went on and married other people. We're talking about Harold, he's 83, and also Lillian, she's 78. Their prospective partners have since passed away. They got back together. They're getting married at a Baptist church here on April 14, and I want them on the show. I want to meet them.
How awesome is that?
So let's just go back a little bit, if I can just grab their names again. If you know Holland and Barnes, oh, sorry, let me just grab their name. I'm sorry, it is Harold Holland. He's 83, and Lillian Barnes. Get them to give us a call here at the station. I would love to meet them and bring them on the show. Don't you agree? I think that's so cute.
That
Back
is.
together. And
Yeah.
they reconnected at a family reunion.
They
Oh,
did.
did they?
So
Really?
that's lovely.
Aw, I love it. Love,
Okay.
love and forgiveness.
There's another little call out. Make my day and get whoever knows them, get hold of them because we're trying ourselves. Have you ever considered getting bee acupuncture treatment?
No.
I've never considered acupuncture. So
you
regular
should,
acupuncture.
You should actually try acupuncture.
No
it's
way.
very good for you. Recently, a woman actually died from this type of treatment, and it's been known to relieve migraines, back pain, and anxiety. I'd have anxiety just trying to get the bee acupuncture.
Yeah.
A little crazy.
It causes all of those symptoms for me. I can't even imagine.
Well, I don't know. So here's a few other crazy things that people have done. Victoria Beckham is famous for, you ready for this? Bird poo facials.
What?
Okay.
I know, but if I, had all, if I could get her money by having a bird poo facial, I'm there. I've had my face rubbed in horse manure. My mother did that to me as punishment one day because I was being very naughty. So she grabbed some horse poo, She said, that's it. It was her punishment. Jennifer Lopez placenta facials.
I have heard of that.
I have heard of that. And I guess it's nothing crazy because the Kardashians, they have all their placenta put into pills after they
Yeah,
they
I think
have
that
a
this
baby.
is becoming more mainstream.
Okay, this I could not do either. Katie Holmes' snail slime facial as well. Ugh. But then again, I eat snails when I go to Paris. So what's the difference, I guess?
Wow. What's it
I don't
supposed
want
to
snails
do?
I
anywhere
just
near
I like it with a bit of garlic and butter. I don't know whether I want the snail crawling all over my face. I don't know about that. Tell us what you think and whether you have crazy facial routines. Maybe something that you might know of at home that we're not unsure of that we could do on Katie. Yeah. Okay,
I like
Katie.
soap and water.
Yeah, it's always good.
Is that all you use? Katie, that will be very aging. I'm telling you to step up your cleansing routine.
I'm al natural.
Are you really
Sometimes
only
I
doing
just
soap
use
and
water,
water?
and that's it. Sometimes I use shampoo.
I'm going to take. Okay, we're going to do a whole segment on how you should be taking care of your skin
Not
at
with
your
shampoo.
age. No, but oh my lord!
Because then it's like one-stop shop. I like the 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. It's also body
Katie?
wash.
I'm horrified.
Well, that's what I do. It's very budget friendly.
I work with 2 women. I'm the most high maintenance when it comes to my skincare
You are,
regime
you are.
and hair and all that sort of
I
thing.
bet there are some people at home that do this. You can just combine the uses of, one product.
Back in the day, I think it was there was a soap that my nonna used to say, nothing like washing your, I think it was sunlight soap or something, and she used to wash her face in sunlight soap. But then every night, everyone, she used to put Vaseline all over her face.
Did she?
But she had beautiful skin.
Did
For
she?
me, that's
know.
Pantene. I use it for everything.
Oh my lord. Shampoo?
Yeah.
Katie! You're going to end up with very bad skin. I'm just
Well,
telling
she
you.
has beautiful
At
skin
50,
right now,
you're going to
so-
be looking 100. I'm telling you now.
Or I'm going to be on a Pantene commercial.
But look at her. Look at her skin right now. It's beautiful.
On what not to do. Like I'm telling you, my darling. Okay, tell us about your topic. Take it away. Read the prompter.
Well, this caught my eye over the weekend. There's a school out in Colorado making some headlines that this fall they're going to be switching to a 4-day school week.
In Colorado?
Yeah, and they said that it was inspired by some budget cuts. So in various ways, they think they'll save funding by making it 4 days. But what they're doing is increasing the hours. So the kids will be in school for a little longer, Monday through Thursday, but have Friday through Sunday off.
Yeah, it's because the teachers want to go out and get stoned because it's now legal.
Well, you know,
I'm just saying.
I kind of wonder how this would work with, first, if I think of my adult life, I'd love to work more 4 days, maybe do a 10-hour work day and then have 3 days off. Then I think with school, a lot of working parents plan on then there's kids being in school Monday through Friday during that time. So I don't know, what do you think?
Yeah, it would be definitely the work situation would be a problem on having them at home on Fridays.
Yeah.
That would be an issue. But also just the mere fact of having children at school for 10 hours a day. That, I mean, 8 hours
aren't they
is
sort of there
so
now?
long for kids
Don't
already.
you drop them off at like 7:30 or something?
Yeah, 7:45.
And then what time do you pick them up?
Well, they're done at 2:45.
Yeah, that cuts you in.
and
They
then,
need to be there till 6.
Yeah, it's just no. It's just too long for the kids. I mean, to be at a school for that amount of hours and have to learn and have to be focused and engaged in what they're learning. I just don't think that that's going to be possible. I think that the kids will take a toll on that.
For someone who has no kids or married, don't ask
But
me
what
for
about
the
for your
advice.
workplace? Like, would you rather have 3 days off and work longer? Maybe if it's 12 hours or whatever it would be, condense it to 4 days. So you have a 3-day weekend.
I sort of do that now.
So yes.
You know what? I think it works. My girlfriend, when you told me about this story, I remembered my girlfriend who worked at Nike in Portland. They did that sort of thing, but they also had the opportunity to be able to bring their kids in on their day off if they were working or something along those lines. I think it can work for certain companies. I don't think it would work for our type of company.
Yeah.
Or there are certain businesses that just say you have a small business and you only have 2 employees.
Yeah.
And those employees go, hey, I'm only going to work Monday to Thursday. I remember one of my staff, Tracy, who looked after me, who was with me for 10 years, and she had a baby. And then all I thought about was, how is this going to inconvenience us? And when I say us, I mean her and I in our work week. So when I remember she had 3 months off, but then every time something happened, to the baby, it wasn't a bad thing, and I understood, but there was always, I've got to go.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, how that even wouldn't change if you have a 4-day week.
Yeah.
It's still going to happen.
It would be tough with smaller businesses, I think.
Yeah.
I would think. In my previous job in pharmaceuticals, I was an outside territory rep. So, I mean, I traveled all day and went to different doctors' offices.
Was this
that
before
could
you
work.
had kids?
It was before and during and after. So, I mean, I was with them for 12 years. So, they, but with that type of job, it could work. The 4 days,
Really?
10 hours a day, yeah, it would actually work really well with that type of job.
Okay, got you. All right, tell us what you think. Head over to Midday Kentucky's Facebook page. Lisa, you're talking about United Airlines changing their policy, or they're about to?
They already changed the policy.
Okay.
Well, they put a temporary hold on their policy
What
right
is
now.
it?
So what's going on after the recent change in United's policy? A U.S. guardsman, a Coast Guardsman, she may have to pay $31,000 to fly her dog back to the U.S. from Japan. She flew the dog out there for $3,200. She was based out there with the U.S. Coast Guard. So and her name's Jennifer McKay. She flew her dog out for $3,200.
She was based in Japan, was she?
She was in the U.S. then got based in Japan, so she had to move there.
Yeah.
She flew her dog. She's a single parent, so she flew her child and the dog out to Japan. And now she's being rebased in Washington, D.C. So now she has to pay because of this policy hold. Now, what was announced on March 20th, United announced that it would temporarily stop transporting pets in the cargo holds of the aircraft while it reviews its Pet Safe program. Remember the story about the dog that died in the overhead
and then
bin?
they sent a dog to a different state.
Right, and exactly. So all of that is the reason why they put that on hold. But now she's caught up in the middle of it because now it doesn't cost $3,200. United
$31,000, wasn't it?
Or $32 to fly it back. It's $31,000 now.
So instead of $3,200, it's
Yes.
30. Are you sure?
Yes, absolutely.
Is that the price because now she has to use another airline
Exactly.
or another thing?
Yes, she has to use All Nippon Airways. It's the only airway that will take her dog because she has a Mastiff. And it's like 221 pounds for this dog.
That doesn't make sense.
So no other airline will fly the dog. They have a weight limit of 150 pounds or less. And so the dog and the carriers
We've got to
together-
wrap because we've got to get a break.
Yeah.
But what I find it interesting, some people fly
Yeah.
who weigh more than how many?
Exactly.
221 pounds.
Yes, that's what I was thinking
And it
too.
doesn't
I'm
cost
like, come
31,000.
on.
Head over to Midday Kentucky's Facebook page. Tell us what you think about this policy. After the break, everyone, learn how you can become a published author like moi with Spielberg Literary Agency. Back after this break.